The search for success is a topic that has fascinated humanity throughout history. In a world full of challenges and opportunities, many people are constantly searching for tools and strategies that allow them to achieve their goals and live a full life. This is where Tracy, a well-known author and speaker in the world of personal development, comes in. He has created an approach that is based on what he calls the 7 mental laws of success. But what exactly are these laws? They are not just abstract ideas. They are practical principles that can change the way we think and act in our daily lives. Tracy's main idea is that success is not something that happens by chance. Rather, it is the result of following certain mental laws that, if we understand and apply them, can help us achieve our goals. Each of these laws is connected to our beliefs, thoughts, and actions. In other words, if we change our way of thinking, we can change our reality. In this video, we are going to study each of these laws with examples and practical strategies that you can apply in your own life. The idea is that, in the end, you will find inspiration and tools that will help you advance on your own path to success. Number 1, law of control. This law tells us that to be successful in life, it is essential to feel that we are the ones in charge of our own destiny. This means that we must have the feeling that we control what happens to us. Why is it so important? Because our thoughts influence how we feel and what we do, and in the end, the results we obtain. When you feel like you are in control of your life, you feel more motivated and have more energy to make decisions that bring you closer to your goals. To apply this law in your life, you first need to identify the areas where you feel you have no control. For example, if you feel overwhelmed because you can't manage your time well, it's time to make a habit change. A good way to start is by creating a list of daily tasks or activities. This will help you organize your day and make sure you're spending time on what really matters. Let's say you want to improve your health and decide you need to exercise. If you don't have a plan, it's easy to get distracted and never move forward. But if you decide to exercise every day at a specific time, you will be taking control of your health. You can set a goal like running 10 kilometers in a month. This way, every time you go out for a run, you will be one step closer to your goal. In simple terms, the law of control tells us that, to be successful, it is crucial to feel that we are the architects of our own destiny. An inspiring example of this law is the famous actor Will Smith. From a young age, Will faced many challenges, including financial problems and difficulties in his family life. However, instead of letting these problems stop him, he decided to take control of his life and build his future. He focused on his talent and worked hard to become a great actor and producer. Will Smith did not allow external circumstances to define his future. Instead, he used his determination and positive mindset to overcome obstacles and achieve success in Hollywood. His story shows that even though life throws you challenges, you can take control and direct your path to success. Number 2, law of accident. This law is quite different from the first. While the law of control is about taking control of your life, the law of accident refers to that mentality where people believe that their life is controlled by external things such as luck or destiny. Imagine that you think that everything that happens to you is a matter of chance, as if you were tossing a coin and waiting for it to come up heads or tails. This way of thinking can lead you to live passively, without a clear direction, which usually results in frustration and often failure. To avoid falling into this trap, it is key that you develop a more active mindset. This means that you must set clear goals and make a plan to achieve them. You have to recognize that, although you cannot control everything that happens around you like what others say, you can decide how to react to those situations. For example, if you get fired from your job, instead of moping around, you can take control and start looking for new opportunities, updating your resume, or even learning new skills that will help you get a better job. The idea is that you don't go with the flow. Instead, take the helm of your ship and sail wherever you want. Number 3, law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect is based on the idea that everything that happens in our lives is the result of our own thoughts and actions. In other words, our thoughts are like the seeds we plant, and what we reap are the conditions or situations we experience. Imagine that you always think negative things about yourself, like, I'm not smart enough or I'll never be able to do this. Those thoughts will influence how you see yourself and the decisions you make. You probably won't try very hard and end up failing at some things. But if you change those thoughts to more positive and encouraging ones, like "I can do it if I try hard," or "I'm capable of learning this," you're more likely to try harder and have better results. To achieve what Tracy suggests, the first step is to observe your thoughts and how they are affecting your life. Identify those negative or limiting thoughts that are leading you to results you don't want. Then, work on replacing them with more positive and constructive thoughts. This is not easy at first, but with practice it becomes more natural. Remember, changing your thoughts is the key to changing your life. An example is Arnold Schwarzenegger. When he was young, he dreamed of being a big movie star and winning the Mr. Olympia title in bodybuilding. Many people probably thought it was a crazy dream, but he never stopped believing in himself. He worked tirelessly to develop his body and his performance. He won the Mr. Olympia title 7 times and became one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. All because he aligned his thoughts, goals, and actions to turn his dreams into reality. By taking responsibility for our thoughts and actions, we can create the kind of life we want to live. So start today to observe your thoughts and replace those that do not serve you with more positive and empowering ones. Before continuing with the list, if you find this information useful, I invite you to give it a like and subscribe to the channel to be aware of new content. Let's continue. Number 4, Law of Belief. According to this law, it says that what you believe with all your heart becomes reality. We could say that your beliefs are like glasses through which you see the world. So it basically determines what you think is possible or impossible for you. If you believe strongly in something, you are much more likely to achieve it. But if you have negative beliefs about yourself or your abilities, that can limit you a lot. For example, imagine that you have always believed that you are not good at math. You probably never tried very hard on that subject in school because you think that no matter how hard you try, you won't understand. But if you change that belief to a more positive one, like "I can learn mathematics if I try hard and practice," it is more likely that you will dedicate yourself to studying it and improving. Although it sounds very theoretical, your beliefs have great power to boost or limit your potential. Ask yourself things like, "What do I think I can't do? What do I think I am incapable of achieving?" When you have identified them, work on replacing them with more empowering and positive beliefs. You can use affirmations like, "I am capable, I can achieve it if I try hard, I deserve success." Repeat these affirmations every day so that they become stronger in your mind. An incredible example of someone who applied the law of belief is Muhammad Ali, the historic boxer. He believed with everything in him that he was the best boxer in the world, even before he was one. This unwavering belief drove him to train extremely hard and never give up until he finally became world champion. Ali constantly repeated to himself and everyone that he was the greatest, and that prophecy was fulfilled thanks to his faith in himself. The key is to realize the power of beliefs. So start today to identify those limiting beliefs and replace them with more positive and empowering ones. Number 5, Law of Expectation. This law tells us that what you expect to happen, whether to yourself, others, or your future, has a great impact on the results you obtain. If you have positive expectations, that drives you towards success. But if you have negative expectations, that limits you and prevents you from reaching your full potential. How does this work? Let's think about how our expectations affect our behavior and attitude. Imagine that you are looking for a job. If you expect to do well and believe in your abilities, you'll likely prepare better for interviews, research companies, and put on your best attitude. You go to interviews confident and with a positive energy, which often impresses employers. But if you think, "I'm never going to get this job, there's too much competition and I'm not good enough," you probably won't prepare as well, feel nervous, and get discouraged easily. This negative attitude may show in the interview, and you are more likely to not get the job. The key is to be aware of your expectations and make sure they are positive and realistic. Visualize your goals achieved, trust your abilities, and maintain an optimistic attitude. Remember, what you expect to happen has great power to determine what will actually happen. Number 6, Law of Correspondence. It's about how what happens inside us affects what happens outside. In other words, if you want your life to change positively, you first have to work inside yourself, on your thoughts and beliefs. This law teaches us that there is a direct connection between our mind and the reality we live. To apply this law in your life, it is important that you focus on your personal development. This means you should work on having a positive mindset, improving your skills and knowledge, and taking care of your emotional well-being. When you feel good inside, you are more likely to see positive changes in the world around you. A good way to start is to meditate or practice self-awareness, which is simply paying attention to your thoughts and emotions. You can also set clear goals for your personal growth. Think about what you want to achieve and work on it little by little. Remember that your external reality is like a mirror that reflects your internal state. If you feel good about yourself, good things are more likely to come into your life. An example of all of this is Tony Robbins. This famous motivational speaker and author had a difficult childhood, marked by poverty and abuse. However, he decided that he was not going to let those circumstances define his life. Through personal development and improving his mindset, Tony worked hard to change his life. He educated himself, learned about motivation, and how to help others reach their full potential. Today, he is one of the most influential motivational speakers in the world, and his story demonstrates how changing your inner world can transform your outer world. So, if you want to see positive changes in your life, start working within yourself. Improve your mindset, take care of your emotions, and set goals that help you grow. Number 7, Law of Attraction. This principle is quite famous and is based on the idea that like attracts like. In other words, what you think and feel, that is what you attract into your life. Imagine that you are like a magnet. Your thoughts and feelings are like the energy that magnet emits. If you think about good things and have a positive attitude, that energy will attract good things to you. But if you focus on the negative, you will attract more of the same. Now, how can you put this into practice in your daily life? First, start changing your focus. Pay attention to what you think during the day. If you notice that you are thinking a lot of negative thoughts, try to change them to positive ones. This doesn't mean you should ignore problems, but rather you should focus on solutions and what you really want to achieve. Another important step is visualization. Spend a few minutes each day imagining your goals and dreams. Think about how you would feel if you had already achieved what you want. This not only motivates you, but also sends a signal to the universe about what you want to attract. For example, if you dream of having your own business, visualize yourself running it, feeling the satisfaction of being your own boss. Gratitude also plays a key role. Start giving thanks daily for what you already have and for what is to come. This changes your energy and helps you attract more good things. For example, if you are grateful for your family, your friends, and your achievements, you will be in a better position to attract more things to be grateful for. A famous example of the law of attraction is Jim Carrey. Before he was a star, he wrote a check in his name for $10 million, imagining that he would one day earn that amount for his performance. He kept that expectation and continued working towards his dream. A couple of years later, he received several checks for $10 million for his roles in different films. The law of attraction teaches us that our thoughts and feelings are powerful. So start thinking big today, visualizing your dreams, and maintaining an attitude of gratitude to attract everything you desire. In short, Brian Tracy's 7 mental laws for success offer a powerful framework for achieving success in any area of life. These laws are fundamental to understanding how our beliefs and thoughts shape our actions and, ultimately, our results. By applying these laws, we can transform our mentality and therefore our life. Brian Tracy guides us to become more aware of our thoughts and actions and provides us with practical tools to achieve our goals. With these laws, success is within everyone's reach. Which of the 7 laws do you find most challenging to implement in your daily life, and why? Leave us your answer in the comments. Well, that was all for today. If you found this content useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to watch the following videos. See you next time.